Well, tomorrow, NASA will try again to launch its Artemis 1 rocket after scrubbing that first attempt back on Monday.
Yeah, the launch window opens tomorrow afternoon. The mission is the first step toward returning humans to the moon. National correspondent Clayton Sendell is live in Titusville, Florida, near Cape Canaveral with the latest on the launch. Hey, Clayton.
Hey, Alex. Hey, Rob. Yeah, NASA is hoping the second time is the charm to get this rocket off the ground. You can see it here behind me. They're hoping by tomorrow it will be up there in space after a whole series of weather and technical problems forced them to scrub Monday's mission. The biggest problem that they had on Monday was when they tried to cool one of the 4 main engines in the rocket. They were having problems, so they decided to call off the launch. But NASA now says they don't believe the problem was with the engine itself. It was something else. Take a listen.
Yes, we do think we know we had a bad sensor. That was our challenge early in the week, where we could not make the physics of the system line up to what we were seeing with that one sensor.
So a bad sensor that NASA says it is basically going to ignore, and they say they are confident the launch can happen tomorrow. The window opens at 2:17 p.m. Eastern time, and they have about 2 hours, a 2-hour opportunity where they can try to get off the ground. Now, if it does, Artemis 1 will be basically NASA's attempt to get astronauts back to the moon by the end of this decade. Now, this particular launch will take off for about a 6-week mission. It'll orbit the moon and come back. It won't land. There won't be any astronauts on board, but this is sort of the first steps. They want to try and get the first woman and the first person of color back to the moon. NASA wants to do it by 2025. Most space experts say it'll take longer than that, but that is the plan. First of all, though, they have to do this test flight tomorrow, hopefully.
Hopefully. And speaking of that, what is the weather looking like there in Florida for tomorrow?
Yeah, that is the one thing that even the best NASA engineers cannot control, right? And the weather. And we just had a briefing from NASA, and the weather officer says that right now conditions are looking pretty good. It's about a 60% chance for launch at the beginning of the window, but the chances go up to 80% toward the end of that window. So if they don't fly, if they don't fly, they will have to go on Monday. At least the bugs are flying. The rockets may not be yet, right? But if it doesn't work, they'll fly on Monday. So no holiday weekend for the folks here at NASA. And by the way, the county officials here expect that with the holiday weekend, they could get 200,000 or more people showing up to watch this rocket launch, guys.
Oh.
Wow, huge crowd.
My goodness.
Tell them to bring some bug spray.
Right, yeah. That's including the bugs.
Exactly right.
Clayton, thank you.